I say, YouTube. Man, let's get right into it. Make a quick video. If it's your first time rocking with the boy, I'll be the KINGSPR 33. That'd be me, King Spree. And you locked in with the real estate to hear me. All right. Man, if you've been living not under a rock, you know that the economy is not as good as it could be. You also know that inflation is high. Not at an all-time high, but it's high. High compared to what we used to. You also know that money is, for some people, for most people, money is scarce. Money's tight. Budgets are tight. The amount of money you make, expenses around you are all increasing. The value of your power, your spending power has decreased. And as a result, people are suffering, myself included. I know Instagram will have you think that everybody balling, but the reality is that people are out here really going check to check, and sometimes even less than that. Now, if I know that, and you know that, you know who else knows that? Your employers. They know things are at an all-time, almost like it's not crazy, but all things considered, it's kind of ridiculous, right? I know in the 80s, there was inflation of 18% or something like that. But as far as for what we do nowadays, it's a lot of money, right? Things cost a lot of money. Even Thanksgiving's next week. You might have to feed a family of 4 or 5 for Thanksgiving. That ticket might be, that meal ticket might be $500-$600. And for the average person working, that could be a whole week of work to supply Thanksgiving dinner. That's real talk. Not everybody's making $10,000 a month, and that's actually people not making that either. Not everybody's making a lot of money. Some people are making $15 an hour, $20 an hour, and sometimes less than that. So what I'm trying to say is, long story short, what I'm trying to say is that money is definitely, we thinking about it, right? We thinking about our purchases. Okay. So we have a meeting today. And in this meeting, when you go to a job and you have a meeting, the meeting's never good. There's never a meeting where they say, hey, guess what? I'm glad y'all came on time. We're giving out raises. Come on down. Come on down with your bank information. We're about to give you a bonus. No, that don't happen, right? These businesses are in for profit. And if they calling meetings, it's really to kind of tighten the reins, let you know what changes are happening. And sometimes they might give you you're doing a good job. But it's not you're doing a good job, here's a raise. It's you're doing a good job, you get to keep your job, right? So when these meetings are held, I'm always kind of a little bit, not nervous, but I'm uneasy. I'm not, because you never know where it's going to go. I've been in meetings where they say the company's going in a different direction. I've been in meetings where they say we're making cuts. I've been in meetings where they say, like today, we're doing something different. But I've never been in a meeting where they say, you know what? Y'all making too much money. We got to do a little bit of an adjustment. We got to do a market value adjustment because I feel like y'all making a little bit too much money. So, show up to the meeting on time. And when a meeting happens, yeah, the manager is going to do what managers do, but it's not really up to them. Like, they're middle. They're the middle ground. They're the middle people. They're the middle management. They're not the main people that are issuing out checks. They're not the ones making the big time decisions. They handle day-to-day operations. It's up to the people that are above that make the financial decisions, the people that you never see. So we get in a meeting and sitting there, and they're going through the checklist of different things that we should expect. Oh, the computer operating system is doing this now, and y'all can expect this now, and we're going to be doing this for the holidays, da-da-da-da. Then at the end, after the meeting's almost done, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, before you go, they are doing a market value adjustment or something like that. Now, as I say that, my face goes like this. Once the word value comes up, you already know it's a problem, right? Unless you're at McDonald's, when the word value comes up, it's a problem. And then the word adjustment, now, the way it's worded made it seem like, oh, there's actually a chance that you're making not enough, and they're going to give you a raise. You think that a company's going to go through the books and say to themselves, man, I got an employee here that has 6 years of experience. The patients rave about him, which the people that sign the checks don't even hear about the information, but everybody loves him. Educated, good. Always on time, good. Uniform, everything okay. And he's making less than market value? No, hold on, wait. No. What's his name again? What's his name again? Kingsbury. All right, tell him to come in the office. We're gonna have to make a little bit of adjustment, man. I need to make sure he's making enough money because he does too much. They're never gonna say that to you, King. Queen, they never saying that. Instead, what they're gonna say is, I got somebody 6 years experience, always on time, always does right. Patients love him. And he making that much? Well, how about I just go ahead and get somebody that's a new grad, that's eager, don't know no better, and offer them a lot less. And then see if they'll take it. Now, they're not going to, they won't fire you because they're making the adjustment. They'll just offer you the new adjustment. So if you're making $40 an hour, which I'm not, they'll say, all right, well, we think that's a little too high. We're going to trim that down to 36, which I don't make either, but 36. So then they're going to offer you that or tell you that, and then it's your decision now whether to accept it or not. They're not going to fire you. They're going to put the new price here. Here's the new price. Do you want that or not? Do you want to continue to do the same job you've been doing, that you've earned seniority, that you've earned experience, that you've, showed up for the company day in and day out? You did what you're supposed to do, and then some. And we're going to offer you now less, and we want you to take it. This is a lot like what Joe Biden was saying when he had to renegotiate his contract. Difference is, this ain't a contract. They're telling you, here's the amount. You can take it, and we're happy to have you. Or you can leave it. But if you leave it, I want you to realize it is a crazy world out there financially. Are you sure you can go a couple weeks without? You sure you can go a couple months without? They know that. So as a result, when they're doing these adjustments, or whatever it's called, market value adjustment, they're making cuts. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if the next step is we're also going to take a position or two away. That's kind of how it's introduced. It's introduced as, okay, I never heard of scaling the wage back, to be honest, because your wage should be highly predicated on your amount of experience. If I have a chef with 1 year experience, as opposed to a chef that has been world traveled and has 20 years of experience, the chef with 20 years of experience should get the nod as far as pay is concerned, because you have to factor in all the different things that they had to go learn that ain't in the book. That's not in the book. That's not in a course somewhere. You have to go learn it. You have to go through it. You have to stand in front of it. You got to do it. You got to really relate to the people. You got to really literally stand by that fire, right? And then a guy that has 1 year experience, they might know how to put a basic meal together, but they don't know how to run a kitchen, right? So the person that knows how to run the kitchen should get more money. Well, same thing in any job. The person that has more experience and has gained that experience through actually going through it, not just what they read in the book, should have more money than the person that hasn't, right? And a lot of times with these companies, man, you just never know where they're gonna go. You do. You know they're not gonna give you more money. You know that. Unless you are an anomaly, now there are some fields where you're gonna get an increase of pay no matter what. Unfortunately, where I work, the field I work in, you don't. I've been working in this field for going on 5 years as a occupational therapy. The only time I got a raise was when I switched companies. The first company said they had a hiring freeze. I'm sorry, a raise freeze or a wage freeze, whatever they called it. The second company, I don't even know what it was said, but long story short, there was no raise. Then the third company, because I was moving, because I was transitioning, I was able to. They asked my rate. I said my rate. I was able to put it a couple dollars higher than what I made at the previous company. The only time you can really increase your pay in this situation is to leverage another company, leverage another opportunity for this one. Now, if you're a nurse, y'all getting, a lot of nurses, especially if you live in Cali, y'all getting annual raises, sometimes twice a year. You're getting all these incentives, and I'm sure other companies and other professions, you're getting just a gradual raise. I mean, to be honest, you should get a 3% raise no matter what job you work, because inflation is 2%. So you should be in a situation where you're making a little bit more money than you made last year, because the value of the dollar is less. If you are making the same amount of money as you made last year, God forbid less, you burning the candle from both ends. Now, I don't blame the management. I don't blame the corporation. Corporation don't care about me. Like, they got a bottom line, and they want to keep, whoever owns it wants to keep their pockets lined the proper way, and they want to see, they worked on their dreams, and they did what they had to do, and now I'm working for them. So it's not like I can blame anybody. It is the game. The game's the game until it's not. Right? The game's the game. So I'm not upset, but it's like, man, in today's world where money is just so tight for a lot of people, man. A lot of people are struggling out here. And in that kind of world, your company that you did everything right. You went to school like they said go to school. You got a degree. You're an educated person. You put the time in. You took the student loans out. You got your credit together. You learned both information formally and informally. You did great on the interviews. You do great day to day with your job, your patients, your caseload. Literally back-breaking work. You work 2-3 jobs, right? 6-7 days a week, 10 hours a day type of stuff. And at the end of all of that, they say, I feel like you're making a little bit too much money. Let me go ahead and pull back a couple dollars. You're making how much? 36? How about 33? That seems better for you. And it's like, yeah, it's a slap in the face. It's not a personal thing. They don't know me personally. It's not a Richard thing, but it's a slap in the face for the employees, in my opinion. But then again, I don't run a business. Maybe there's some cost I'm not aware of. Maybe there's some things that are happening out there that I'm not aware of that they have to take from the employees, but it just seems like the employees are getting the short end of the stick. What you gonna do, right? All right, the video been long enough. Been a message brought to you by the good people over here at Spree ENT. It's gonna make sense, hopefully, real soon.